Hey guys, Miskatonic here. This episode, I thought I'd do a quick look at the world. Rus has expanded considerably. We've taken 99% of Finland. We're only missing this one county here. We've taken most of de jure Rus, well, all of de jure Rus, a little bit of Lithuania with Polotsk and Estonia here. We've taken entirety of Volga Bulgaria, the kingdom, and parts of Perm as well, up here in Bajarmia and Ugra. And we've taken bits of Kamania, over half of Sarkel, and the Duchy of Itil as well. We've also taken 2 duchies out of Hungary and 2 counties out of Moldavia. Actually, what is happening to Hungary right now? Defending against Angvar. Okay, so claim war. Alright, so I thought maybe he was being invaded by some foreigners, but it doesn't appear so. Anyway, elsewhere in the world, Lithuania is still around. They've eaten the Duchy of Prussia, which was independent for a while. Looks like the vassal itself is still Prussian, though, not Lithuanian, so they're not really in danger of being cultured out in any way. In the north, we have Norway being a monster. They've eaten lots of Sweden. They've eaten, well, lots of Denmark. They're only missing Holstein and Jylland here. And England as well is pretty monstrous. They've conquered de jure England, parts of Wales, missing Cornwall, and I guess a few bits of England, but they've also taken some of Ireland. Are they in a war with Norway? Defending against Cornwall, okay. And defending against a liberation of Ireland? Irish Liberation Revolt. Fogartak, the Just of Irish Liberation Revolt. De Cloyne, he's an Irish Catholic. Alright. Well, I wish him luck, actually. I don't really like seeing England or Norway over in Ireland. I think it's a little weird. What is this? Norse. Okay. We also hold parts of Iceland up here. Well, half of it. I'm thinking I'm gonna take this part of it at some point. I do have other bones to pick with Norway first. I think this. I'd rather have this first. Sweden's still around. They've definitely shrank. They lost a duchy to Norway in a holy war when they were still Old Norse. They've lost Gotland to Norway, and yeah, they've lost their holdings in Finland to us over the course of their time. England's taken bits of Denmark. Pomerania's around. It's the kingdom. It's Slavic, I believe. Yeah, Pomeranian Slavic. Poland is still around. There's still independent dukes in Poland. Still Slavic. None of them have converted. Moravia's eaten parts of Poland. They've taken Silesia. And I think Moravia. Now Lesser Poland here. Or Mazovia, not Moravia. Bavaria still exists. They ate bits of Hungary and, yeah, just parts of Hungary. East Francia was eaten by Byzantium because her firstborn child was a matrilineal marriage to a, I think it was matrilineal. Actually, it might not have been. It might have been a regular marriage to one of the Carlings in East Francia, and their offspring inherited, and since he had no heir, it went straight back to his mother. So I plotted his death, and she inherited it. And then after that, once she dies, her heir is my heir, and we're going to eventually inherit Byzantium, and my plan is to immediately release them as a sovereign nation with all of their stuff intact. I might keep Crimea here just because I want that province, but other than that, they're going to be just as they were before. And actually, to that end, I have been educating my other son to be Greek, and it looks like he's already changed. He's a Greek Orthodox now. And so he's going to be the one given Byzantium. Unfortunately, he will have a claim on Rus, so there is a possibility that he will attack me for it. That is the scary thing. And if that does happen, then, well, I may be able to pull it off. It's going to be very defensive and very long and drawn out and boring, but I don't know. It's possible. And so, with that in mind, actually, yeah, Bulgaria has broken off too. I guess they lost a war, unless they're still fighting it. Duke of Moldau's war for Bulgaria. Yeah, they're still fighting a war. Okay. It looks like they're losing. Yes, they are. So right now they're gonna, once the war's over, they'll be put back together. So it's not a big deal. But anyway, Byzantium is really close to forming Rome, and that's something that I do want to happen. So I'm gonna be helping them along those lines, and once they're formed, though, that's going to be it. Like, we're not going to immediately become rivals or anything, but I don't want to be allied to the greatest power in the world. I do want to be rivals eventually. But I do want to see that happen. I think it'll be interesting in the future. West Francia still exists. It is German, I believe, still German, and Aquitaine is Occitan and Catholic. So everything's good there. I think they're still Carling. Yes, still Carling. This guy, Aquitaine, is still Carling. Yes, okay. Bertengaland is Norse, obviously, but they are Catholic. Down in Spain, the huge Umayyads have broken apart, and Asturias is capitalized. They've taken parts of Portugal back. And, not all of it, but parts of it. Well, Portugal is bigger than I thought. Let's see. De jure Portugal. Alright. So this gives Catholics a chance in Spain. I thought for sure they were doomed, but the Umayyads obviously couldn't keep it together. So there's a bunch of emirs and sheikhs lying around. Parts of Mali have split off. All of Mali has split up. Is this guy independent? No, he's under Marrakesh and Tangier. Okay, so he's in the Idrisids. Because I would like to get Canarias if I could, but it might be a little bit tough. Down in North Africa, we have the Tulanids. They have taken all of Tunisia all the way through to Egypt. Abyssinia exists, and they've conquered their entire de jure kingdom. Yes. When did this happen? Nubia didn't used to have this duchy in their de jure kingdom. That's interesting. And they actually split up a few of these duchies. They used to be really large and cumbersome, but looks a lot nicer down here. Hashemids have taken Mecca or Medina. I guess they're playing. What was this nation called in EU3? Oh man, Hejaz. Yeah, Hejaz. So they're playing the Hejaz role. Abbasids are still large and scary. They hold Syria, Mesopotamia, Persia, and much of Arabia. Duke of Sana'a here is independent. They're attacking Kumania. Oh, the Abbasids are actually attacking Kumania. Interesting. So we might border the Abbasids after all. Yes, they're going after Turkestan, which will give us a casus belli against them for Turkestan. And as scary as that is, I think that might be a good idea. Yeah, the only Eastern power besides me is Perm, who are still pagan, and Kumania, which actually converted to Orthodoxy. And so I would not mind at all seeing them You know what? I'm going to fabricate claims. I'm going to fabricate claims on Moldavia here. I would not mind seeing them eaten up by, I guess, the Arabian powers, the Muslims. But yeah, that's been the political map mode. Take a quick look through these other ones. Diplomatic, nothing special. We got Holy Wars, I guess. I'm not sure. I think yellow is, yeah, it's claims. So we have a claim on Byzantium and Holy Wars and everything else, essentially. Religion, Orthodoxy is certainly spreading. There's still pockets of pagan religions around, Slavics and Sumanuskos and Lappish. No, not Lappish. What is it? Norse and Sumanusko up here as well. Tengri also. But a lot of it has converted. Quite a bit. We're getting there, definitely. Elsewhere, Byzantium has actually started converting parts of Germany, and Burgundy down here. Venice as well, interestingly. And Catholicism is still strong in France and the northern parts of Spain. The Irish are still Catholic. The Norse reformed, and they're doing well. I don't see really any Old Norse left, except for some pockets up here. And it'll be interesting if they survive to have a strong Norse empire, strong reformed Norse state up in the north. Okay, so that's religion. Elsewhere, I don't see any Shia. It looks like it's all Sunni. West African is being slowly devoured as well, unfortunately. Miaphysite is doing well. They've converted all of their holdings. I think they probably started that way, though. Is Rome already? Rome is already Orthodox. Okay. That was quick. Yeah, so that's religion. Cultures. Okay, Russian actually spread to Itil. So we have some holdings over here that are Russian. Actually over here as well. Volga, Bulgaria. Karamisa. Yeah, in Azov. So it's slowly, there's pockets of it around. It's not ubiquitous. It looks like it's spread over here too. Into Hungary. That's pretty cool. Up in the north, there's pockets of it as well. No changes from last time that I can see. There's this stuff, and it's part of Finland. Elsewhere, though, looks like Greek hasn't really spread anywhere. I was hoping to see it, strange pockets of it over here, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen yet. In fact, I don't know if it's spread at all. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything popping out at me. Maybe Malta. I'm not sure if that was Greek to begin with. Italian and German are being phased out for Greek at the moment. Bavaria is still independent. I don't know if they've spread German at all. This might not have been to begin with. Bohemian looks like it has eaten a few Polish provinces in Silesia. Lithuanian looks about the same. They haven't eaten any of the Latgalian provinces or the Prussians. Pomeranians look about the same. Norse-wise, yeah, looking par for the course there. They have taken a few parts of England and Scotland. There's been 0 German conversion in Francia. 0. But the Aquitanians, the Occitans, have converted Paris. That's of note, actually. It's quite an achievement. Let's see what else, though. Looks like that's about it. The Bretons... What is this, Norman? This is Norman. Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing, though. There's some Occitane over there. Basque, is there there's an actual independent Basque county. Just two counties, Najera. So Bedouins have actually spread into Iberia. Portuguese, their southern parts have turned to Berber. Andalusian actually looks smaller than I remember. That might not be true, though. Bedouins have also spread over here. There's a Berber provinces left, but it looks like they're being phased out. None of the Mandays have been converted yet. Egyptian has taken over Cyrenaica and Tripolitania, and actually Tunisia as well. So that's very good for them. Abyssinia is all Ethiopian. Bedouins have taken Arabia. Levantines are slowly getting phased out as well. Looks like Bedouins have actually spread considerably up to Persia. There's one Bedouin holding in Persia. Turkish up in Turkestan. Go figure. Yeah, it all looks par for the course, though, otherwise. Economy. Kiev's up there. It's making, what, 52 compared to Constantinople's, well, even Thrax is bigger. Constantinople is at 150. So, about a third of the income of the city of Man's Desire. But they start with considerably more infrastructure. And, I don't know. For a Russian province, it's doing pretty well. Up here, everything's terrible. For the most part, everything that's not in the Middle East or the Balkans is doing terrible. Anything that's not in Byzantium is doing pretty bad. Yeah. All of our holdings are from red to very dim green. De jure duchies, we all know these. Revolt risk. It's not terrible. We do have some provinces up here that are doing pretty poorly. Different culture and religion. Dynasties. We got the Dostoevskys in Rus, the Vidins, Nitling. Still got the Carlings in France and Bavaria. Macedones in Byzantium. Abbasids, obviously, these are going to be the same. Iridids, Pecoras. Yeah, that's all I can see. What is that? Moimi Rovravchi. Zakasini. Videns. Anyway, opinion. See how people like me. It's not terrible. Some of my vassals hate me more than foreign powers do. This guy's negative 100 because I'm a rival. That's right. Forgot about that. Still haven't really figured out why. Actually, everyone for the most part likes me, even some Muslims. Direct vassals, Republic trade zones. So we don't have any of our own yet. We've had this part for like 30 years now. Nothing's come of it. Everyone's still Russian, right? Yes. Has any of those provinces changed culture? No. Okay. And yeah, no trade zones. Not even Venice. There's no trade zones anywhere in the entire world. So there's not going to be any of these either. Alright, well that's been all the map modes, and this is the world as of 937 AD. This has been Miskatonic, and thanks for watching.